Hi, I'm Dan Gooding and this is the West Bridgford Wire Autumn Property Market Update. On our last property market update at the end of June, we were talking about how bonkers the market was due to various reasons, but the major one being those 2 months of lockdown where no houses came on the market and we were experiencing a massive lack of supply and huge demand. 2 weeks after that update, the government announced that a stamp duty holiday would run until the end of March to all properties up to £500,000. This, of course, has made a huge impact because this is a saving for people of £15,000 on purchases up to £500,000, and obviously people are also getting the benefit of properties over that level and only having to pay the bit between £500 and the purchase price. So with all that pent-up demand and then the introduction of the stamp duty holiday, this made things even busier for us, both from a point of view from putting properties on the market and new buyers coming into the market. Rightmove reported that August was their busiest month in 10 years, and as an agency ourselves, we have twice the amount of properties in the sales pipeline than this time last year. 4.5 months from when we were allowed out of lockdown, we are seeing that supply levels are levelling off a bit, which is good, although we have seen quite a large number of previously let properties coming onto the market, where landlords have owned these properties for a number of years as buy-to-let properties, and we're seeing more of a sort of protest sale by landlords over the new 6-month notice period that the government has brought into effect, and also talk of capital gains tax increases next year. One side effect of this massive demand is that we are finding it's taking longer to get the agreed sales through to completion, and this is down to how busy solicitors are and also local councils that have to provide the local search. Typically we would see a sale taking 8 to 12 weeks to completion, but at the moment sadly it's taking more between 12 and 16 weeks. The big question is, will things continue? And there are a number of factors that we can look at to see whether things will and potentially how long. The tightening of restrictions due to COVID-19 and also other factors like huge job losses, which they are predicting, and of course the big question mark over stamp duty, which is due to end at the end of March. I personally believe that they will extend the stamp duty period past the end of March, like we've seen with other things like the furlough scheme, because if they don't, then we'll literally be walking on talking ourselves into an early recession come the start of next year. So I think we'll see an extension of that, an announcement either at the end of this year or perhaps in early January. A major factor will be the banks and building societies' willingness to make mortgages available. And we have seen that buy-to-let mortgages, some of the products have been withdrawn from the market, and they are more difficult to obtain. So we'll have to see whether residential mortgages are affected in the same way. Another major factor, of course, will be if we have another full lockdown and the housing market is put into shutdown. The fear of a second lockdown being that buyers get cold feet during a lockdown and potentially try to renegotiate the price or pull out altogether. There's also the worry of mortgage offers expiring during a lockdown and the buyers then not being able to get the same mortgage product. At the moment, things are very good with people highly motivated to secure a property and take full advantage of this stamp duty holiday. We can see this carrying on until the end of the year, and I've already been out to a number of properties with plans to put those on before the Christmas and New Year holidays and net a buyer in early January. So we do have a lot of uncertainty of next year with the ending of the stamp duty holiday, Brexit, and obviously those huge job losses that are predicted. So at the moment, things are great, and my advice would be to get your property on the market ASAP. Thanks for watching, and if you're thinking about buying or selling your house, please do get in touch. In the meantime, I'll see you just before Christmas for the next episode of the West Bridgford Wire Property Market Update.